Hello everyone and welcome to the video. So today I have got a very special one for you guys, and now I'm allowed to talk about my experience and getting my hands on Lords of the Fallen. So I had the absolute honour and privilege of being invited down to London to play the game for a few hours and hang out with the amazing devs for a couple of days. And they are super passionate about their game and the Souls-like community, and I had an awesome time. So this video is not sponsored. I didn't have to make a video, so my opinions are completely my own. And as a long-time player of Souls-like games and dark fantasy RPG games, I'm going to just start by saying that I think the game is incredible. It's unique, and with the two-world mechanic that is a first for the genre, I think it's going to blow you guys away.
Look at you, a Dark Crusader.
I've seen a lot of questions about the fluidity of the movement and the combat. Personally, I thought it was great. There was absolutely no issues or problems at all. I know that there was some audio concerns from the extended gameplay presentation a couple of weeks ago, but I can confirm that the devs have already implemented and taken action on that in their latest build. So they are listening to the community a lot and they respond to feedback very well. So first of all, let me tell you about the differences in the IP between the previous game and this one. So the theme of the new game is dark fantasy, immersive, epic journey. In the original game, the combat was pretty slow combat with spells, but in the new one, it is faster combat, integrated melee and spells. In the original, it was preset character progression, gear collection, gear upgrading, but in the new one, it is RPG builds and progression, higher replayability and retention, gear collection and gear upgrading. So as for the world, the original was linear, horizontal, but this one is over 5 times bigger, semi-linear, vertically interconnected and diverse biomes. And as for the online, you've got the 2-player seamless co-op. We have PvP and an invasion system as well, so it's going to be interesting to see more of that. So it is a massive improvement for the first game. I know that I've seen quite a few questions asking how it differs, so there you go. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's continue. And if you do have any questions, feel free to comment below. I will try my best to answer. I've only had a few hours playing myself, so there's still a ton I don't know myself. But anyway, let's just get on to talking about the game and my experience with it. So the game is set 1000 years after the first one. You are one of the fabled Dark Crusaders, embarking on a quest to overthrow Adir, the demon god. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So at the start of your journey, you're given this special mysterious lantern, which has some very unique powers. And with this lantern, you're able to peek into and explore 2 vast interconnected parallel realms. So the living world is called the Axiom, and the undead world is called the Umbral. Each world has a distinctly different set of rules that the players will need to learn and adapt to. So in the Umbral world, you will find secret locations, paths to new areas, powerful loot, and even unlock shortcuts and alternate paths. But some paths in the Undead world are mandatory to progress your game. So you can peek into the Umbral by raising your lantern and you can walk between the 2 worlds. But to truly enter the Umbral world willingly, you would need to sacrifice one of your lives and basically commit seppuku, which in the game is called the Umbral Rift. But of course, you also enter the Umbral if you are defeated by an enemy in the Axiom world. And the longer that you spend in the Umbral world, the greater number of spectral terrors will hunt you down, and the further you will get from resurrection. Speaking of resurrection, if you do want to return to the Axiom world, you will need to find a checkpoint, find rare unique exit points, or if you have vestige seeds, which are like a pretty rare item, you can actually create your own checkpoints on these umbral beds of flowers, which are located throughout the world. And of course, at these checkpoints, that's where you can level up and restore your healing items as well. So let's talk a little bit about the combat. The lantern is not only for peeking into the Umbral world, it actually has some really cool abilities. One of those abilities being the Soul Flay. So the Soul Flay is a move that allows you to slow down the enemy and basically pull their soul out of their body. And if you hit the enemy's soul, it will build up withered damage. If you fill the whole bar with withered damage during the Soul Flay, you will stagger the enemy for like a chance to do a unique front or backstab, and this unique finisher will also yield rare runes. And also, if you are like near a ledge, you'll be able to drag the soul off the edge of the cliff and the enemy will follow it and fall off the edge for an easy kill. Although this is limited, of course, you can only do this so many times before you have to recharge your ability. So there are a ton of classes to choose from, lots of ranged weapon builds and also lots of cool magic as well. There's 3 different schools of magic that exist: Rogar, Radiant, and Umbral, each specializing in a different area of the magical spectrum and requiring a different catalyst to cast. So alongside your standard attacks, you can map up to 4 additional magic skills to your controller for immediate access to them, and this also allows for greater combat variety and the ability to string together almost an endless number of combos. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of questions about PvP. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to test that, but I'm obviously really interested in this aspect, you know, being a PvP channel. And they did say that the game does have like an invasion system and 2-player seamless co-op. So yeah, that's right, seamless co-op, you know, and if you didn't know that, or if you don't know what that means, it basically means you can play with a friend from the start of the game right through to the finish without needing to like constantly resummon after a boss. So that's really cool, and you know, the PvP is definitely going to be interesting. I can't wait to see more personally. I think the game is just gorgeous to look at, you know, it feels so nice. There was so many times where I just stood there and just enjoyed the view. You know, it's a fun game, it's unique, it runs smoothly, and honestly I just can't wait to get my hands on it in October. So if you do have any questions, I'll try my best to answer in the comments below. The art direction is beautiful, the bosses are incredible, with the boss music as well, you know, lots of goosebump moments. So once again, massive thank you to the people at CI Games for the invite down to London. I had a blast meeting you all. You are all amazing people, and I hope to see you again. Cannot wait to play your awesome game, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you guys later. Bye bye.